Chinedu stood beside the black Range Rover, bucket at his feet, sponge in his hand. He dipped the sponge into the soapy water and began. Slow strokes, circular motion, careful around the chrome grille, respectful around the headlights. He didn't just wash cars, he serviced them. He checked tire pressure. He monitored oil levels. He listened to engines like doctors listen to heartbeats. Because this was not just any car. It belonged to Chief Bamidele Adeyemi. And Chief Bamidele was not just any man. He was money with a pulse. Oil contracts, real estate, importation, connections. A man whose laughter could open doors and whose silence could close them permanently. Chinedu kept his head low. He had been in Lagos for 2 years. 2 years of sleeping in boys' quarters. 2 years of saying yes, sir, and thank you, sir, like they were part of his DNA. He was 24, dark-skinned, lean, quiet, invisible. That invisibility was his greatest strength and his greatest weakness. He first noticed Madam Adeyemi on a Tuesday afternoon, not because she was beautiful. Everybody already knew she was. It was the way she looked at him, not through him, at him. She stepped out of the house wearing a silk robe that floated like soft smoke. The house staff froze slightly, as they always did around her. She wasn't loud, she wasn't dramatic, but she carried something dangerous. Loneliness. Chinedu, she said. His name in her mouth sounded different. Yes, ma? The car. Did you check the AC? It wasn't cooling properly yesterday. I'll check it now, ma. She walked closer. Too close. He could smell her perfume. Something soft and expensive. Not the aggressive type Lagos girls wore. This one whispered instead of shouting. You're very thorough, she said quietly. Thank you, ma. Her eyes lingered on his hands. Strong hands. Working hands. Young hands. She turned and went back inside. That should have been the end of it. But Lagos has a way of stretching small moments into life-changing disasters. Chief Bamidele traveled often. Abuja, Port Harcourt, London, Dubai. Business. Money doesn't rest, he would say. When he traveled, the house changed. The security guards relaxed. The cook reduced portions. The driver became lazy. And Madame became quiet. Too quiet. The first night Chief traveled for 10 days. Rain fell like judgment. Chinedu was in the boys' quarters fixing a small transistor radio when his phone buzzed. Unknown number. He answered cautiously. Chinedu. It was her. Yes, ma? Come and check something for me. His heart skipped. Now, ma? Yes, now. Thunder cracked in the sky. He wiped his hands on his shorts and walked toward the main house. The gateman glanced at him but said nothing. Inside the house, everything smelled different at night. Softer, warmer, more intimate. She stood in the living room wearing a simple black gown. My bathroom shower isn't working properly. Of course it wasn't. He followed her upstairs. Every step felt like stepping into something he couldn't return from. The shower was fine. He knew it within seconds, but he pretended to inspect it. Turned knobs, adjusted pressure. Yes, ma, it's working. She stood by the door watching him. You are shaking, she said. I'm not, ma. You are afraid? He didn't answer. She walked closer. Do I look like someone you should be afraid of? No. She looked like someone he should run from. But he didn't move. Her fingers brushed his wrist. Just a touch. Electric. You're a good boy, she whispered. Good boys don't enter married women's bedrooms. Good boys don't answer midnight calls. Good boys don't imagine things they shouldn't. But good boys are still men, and men are still human. When she kissed him, it wasn't violent, it wasn't rushed, it was deliberate, like she had decided days ago, maybe weeks ago. The thunder outside covered the silence inside. He should have left. He didn't. He sat on the edge of the bed, breathing hard. Reality returned slowly, like shame walking into a room. "Madame," he started. "Call me Tola," she said. He looked at her. She didn't look guilty. She looked relieved. "You don't understand," he whispered. "If Chief finds out." "He won't." The confidence in her voice scared him more than anything. "This house runs on silence," she said calmly. "Everyone here minds their business." She stood and adjusted her gown. "You service his car very well." She looked at him. "But now, you service me too." That sentence lodged itself inside his chest. Heavy. Permanent. It didn't happen every day. It happened when Chief traveled, when the house was quiet, when the loneliness in her eyes became too loud. She never begged. She summoned. He never refused. He obeyed. After each encounter, she returned to being Madame, composed, distant, elegant. And he returned to being staff, invisible. But something had changed. The driver began to look at him strangely. The cook once smirked when Madame called him upstairs. Even the security guard started asking unnecessary questions. In Lagos, secrets don't stay hidden. They ferment. One afternoon, Madame handed him an envelope. "For you." He hesitated. "I can't take it." Inside was more money than his monthly salary. "For your loyalty," she said. Loyalty. The word tasted bitter. He used the money to send his younger sister back to school. He fixed the leaking roof in his mother's house. He told himself it was worth it. He told himself he wasn't stealing. He told himself many things. But every time he washed the Range Rover, he felt something twisting inside him. Because he wasn't just servicing the engine anymore. He was servicing betrayal. Chief returned unexpectedly one Friday night. No one knew. His flight was delayed earlier in the week, so the schedule changed. Chinedu was upstairs with her. The call came from the gateman. "Oga don't enter compound." Panic exploded in the room. She pushed him toward the bathroom. "Go through the back stairs." He ran barefoot, heart racing. He reached the boys' quarters seconds before Chief entered the house. From his small window, he watched the Range Rover lights switch off. Chief stepped out, laughing loudly on the phone. Unaware, or maybe pretending to be unaware. That night, Chinedu did not sleep. For the first time, fear outweighed desire. This wasn't just about pleasure anymore. It was about survival. 2 weeks later, Chief called him personally. "Chinedu." "Yes, sir." "You've been working here how long?" 2 years, sir." "You are loyal?" "Yes, sir." Silence. Then a smile. "Good." That smile didn't reach his eyes. And in that moment, Chinedu realized something terrifying. Powerful men don't ask questions they don't already know the answers to. That evening, the driver cornered him. "Guy," he said quietly, "Lagos no be village." Chinedu kept quiet. "Some cars, if you over-service them, engine fit knock." Then he walked away. The message was clear. People were watching. Madame called him again the next week. But this time, he didn't move immediately. He sat on his bed in the boys' quarters, staring at the ceiling. This path had no soft landing. If Chief found out, he wouldn't just lose his job. In Lagos, powerful men don't go to the police. They make problems disappear. He thought of his mother, his sister, the money, the comfort, the danger. His phone buzzed again. "Chinedu, now." He closed his eyes, stood up, and walked toward the house. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't desire. It's the life you are too afraid to lose. As he entered the bedroom, she was standing by the window. But this time, she wasn't alone. Chief's phone lay on the bedside table, unlocked, face up, recording. And the door behind him clicked, softly, deliberately, from the other side.